In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Assalamu alaikum. We are continuing our discussion about the age of Lady Ayesha when she married to the Prophet, and that the reliable narration in this regard is that the age was 18 or about it, not 6 years or 9 years, as the famous narration is. So in previous parts, we talked about earlier resources, earlier narrations in this regard, the narrators, their courages, and the ways which we can become confident about the real age. And amongst the ways and methods, we mentioned the method of finding the date of marriage as the first, the second as the real age by comparing it to the age of her sister Asma, and now we are going to find the truth by another way, which we mention it here, and it is comparing the date of marriage to the date of conversion of Lady Ayesha, and how many was her age in the time of conversion, and what was the distance between conversion and marriage, and by calculation we can find the real age. So we look for the resources which talk about conversion of Lady Ayesha to Islam and the estimated age of her when she converted to Islam. Amongst the earlier resources we can find a work of Ibn Hisham, the famous work of Ibn Hisham, As-Sirat al-Nabawiyya. He talks in this way. As a title, mentions Islamu Asma wa Aisha ibnatay Abi Bakr. Conversion of Aisha and her sister Asma, two daughters of Abi Bakr. And he writes that Khabbab ibn al-Arat wa Asma bint Abi Bakr Aslam. وهي يومئذ صغيرة. عائشة وأسماء وخباب converted to Islam while Aisha was small by age, and Khabbab was a person who had some treaties with Bani Zuhra. Ibn Hisham, As-Sirat al-Nabawiyya, volume 2, the page 92. Nawawi also mentions the same issue in his book تهذيب الأسماء واللغات, and says ذكر أبو بكر بن أبي خيثمة في تاريخه عن ابن إسحاق أن عائشة أسلمت صغيرة بعد 18 إنسانا ممن أسلم. Aisha converted to Islam with other people, and she was the 18th person who converted to Islam. You can find this in book of Nawawi تهذيب الأسماء واللغات, volume 2, the page 615. Also you can find it in the book which is called Al-Bad'u wa-Tarikh by Al-Maqdisi. This is the text in Arabic. وَمِمَّنْ سَبَقَ إِسْلَامُهُ أبو عبيدة بن الجراح والزبير بن الأوام وعثمان بن مظعون. ومن النساء بنت أميس الخثعمية امرأة جعفر ابن أبي طالب، وفاطمة بنت الخطاب امرأة سعيد بن زيد بن عمرو، وأسماء بنت أبي بكر، وعائشة وهي صغيرة. فكان إسلام هؤلاء في 3 سنين، ورسول الله يدعو في خفية قبل أن يدخل دار أرقم بن أبي الأرقم. He says that amongst the pioneers in Islam, in conversion to Islam, we can find these names: Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, Zubayr ibn Awam, Uthman ibn Maz'un. And amongst the women, ladies, we can find Bint Umays from Khath'am. She was wife of Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. We can find Fatima bint al-Khattab, wife of Sa'id ibn Zayd ibn Amr. We can find Asma bint Abi Bakr and Aisha bint Abi Bakr, two daughters of Abi Bakr, while Aisha was very small by age. So they converted to Islam after 3 years of da'wah, of call from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when the da'wah was hidden underground before the glorious Prophet go to the house of Arqam ibn Abil Arqam for da'wah. You can find it in Al-Maqdisi, his book Al-Bad' wa Tariq, volume 4, the page 143. So if we depend on this narration, and Ayesha was a small girl, about 5, 6, more or less by age, so in the year 3 after Bi'tha, means 10 years before Hijrah, she was 5 years, so in the first year of Hijrah, for sure, she was 15, 16, 17. Depends on the age she had in the time of conversion to Islam. So there is a distance, there is a period of time between this year, third year of Bi'tha, and first year of Hijrah, at least 10 years. So if we calculate, we can find that the age is about 17 or 18. It is easy to calculate. And also, we can find this fact in Book of Bukhari, narrated from Ayesha herself, that when the verse, this verse was revealed, بَلِ السَّاءَةُ مَوْئِدُهُمْ وَالسَّاءَةُ أَدْهَا وَأَمَرُ. This is one of the verses of chapter of Qamar, chapter of Moon in Holy Quran. She says, I was a small girl and I was playing. So a small girl here, if it means a girl about 5, 6 years, so in the time of marriage should be about 17 or 18. Also Tabari narrates that Abu Bakr had 4 children. 2 of them were boys and 2 of them were girls. All of them were born before Islam, in Jahiliyyah. So means that in the time of the revelation, at least they should have some years of age. Look at the Tabari, Tarikh al-Umam wal-Muluk, volume 4, page 50. Even if she was 1 year old, then in the time of marriage should be 14 or 15 years old, or even 16 years old. And if she was 3, 4 by age, even the age is more when she married to the glorious Prophet. Another way of research and investigation is to find the date of death and the demise of Lady Ayesha and her age in the time of demise and departure of this world. And when we, for example, put aside the distance between that time, that date, and date of marriage, even we can find the real age of the lady in the time of marriage. So the reliable books in history and hadith, they say that Lady Ayesha passed away in the year 57 after Hijrah, and at least her age in that time was 70. So if we put aside 57 from 70, we have at least 14, 16 years of age for her when she married to the glorious Prophet. Thank you very much for your patience and persuasion. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.